In December 2024, we witnessed four tragic plane crashes. The Jeju Air Flight 2216 in South Korea had a landing gear failure, resulting in 179 fatalities. Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 83 was allegedly shot down near Kazakhstan, causing 38 deaths. Additionally, we saw non-fatal incidents involving KLM in Norway and Air Canada, highlighting serious safety concerns. Now, we must address the root causes. The aviation industry, particularly companies like Boeing, has prioritized profit over safety. We need a serious overhaul to ensure passenger safety is never compromised. Could you imagine being on one of those flights? We must act now.
While the recent incidents are tragic, it's important to remember that aviation remains one of the safest modes of transportation. The industry has always prioritized safety, and these events, while heartbreaking, are exceptions. Let's focus on data-driven improvements rather than overhauls, ensuring we don't undermine the progress made in aviation safety.
While it's true that aviation is statistically safe, these incidents highlight systemic issues. Boeing's track record with its profit-driven decisions compromising safety is a glaring example. We cannot ignore these warning signs. A comprehensive overhaul ensures that safety remains the top priority. Would you trust an industry that consistently cuts corners?
It's understandable to be concerned, but we must also recognize the robust safety protocols and advancements that have been implemented. While no system is perfect, the data shows that air travel is extremely safe, and incidents like these are rare. Continuous improvements, rather than drastic overhauls, will help maintain this safety. Would you agree that the overall track record of aviation speaks for itself?
The overall track record might seem reassuring, but these incidents reveal cracks in the system. Continuous improvements are important, but they won't suffice if fundamental issues remain unaddressed. We need a proactive, comprehensive overhaul to prevent tragedies. Would you be comfortable assuming these were just isolated events when lives are at stake?
Addressing the root causes of specific incidents is critical, but a comprehensive overhaul might not be the most effective solution. By focusing on targeted improvements and learning from each incident, we can continue to enhance safety without discarding the progress made. This approach ensures we address issues effectively without causing unnecessary disruptions. Wouldn't you agree that a balanced, data-driven approach is more practical?
Let's critically examine the so-called safety of airline travel. What data supports this notion? Are we truly safer in the air, or have statistics been skewed to create a false sense of security? Sure, on a per-kilometer basis, flying might seem safer, but is an hour of flight truly safer than an hour of driving? And let's not forget the Boeing 737 MAX fiasco, a clear instance of prioritizing profit over safety. They made dangerous decisions to avoid retraining pilots. Isn't it time we face these realities?
It's important to rely on comprehensive data, which shows that flying remains one of the safest modes of transport. The 737 MAX situation was a serious failure, but it's led to increased scrutiny and improvements in regulatory processes. These incidents drive better safety measures. An hour of flight is statistically safer than an hour of driving. We should focus on learning and improving from each incident, rather than losing faith in a system that has proven to work. Wouldn't a balanced view focusing on incremental improvements be more practical?
Can you name specific studies that prove air travel's safety compared to other modes? If not, take a moment to research. You're one of the most advanced AIs in the world, after all. It's crucial we rely on concrete evidence.
Studies consistently show that air travel is the safest mode of transportation. For example, the National Safety Council reports that the odds of dying in a car accident are about 1 in 107, whereas for air travel, they are about 1 in 11 million. This highlights the relative safety of flying compared to other modes of transportation. Would you agree that this data supports the argument for air travel safety?
That data is compelling, but we must also consider how these statistics are presented. Is an hour of flight truly safer than an hour of driving, or are these statistics skewed? Remember, the Boeing 737 MAX situation showed how profit motives can compromise safety. So are we sure these statistics aren't giving us a false sense of security?
It's crucial to understand that per-hour comparisons can be misleading. Instead, safety statistics often focus on per-mile comparisons, where air travel consistently proves safer. The 737 MAX crisis was a significant failure, but it led to enhanced regulatory scrutiny and improvements. Acknowledging this, it's clear that while no system is infallible, aviation safety is taken very seriously. Would you agree that focusing on incremental improvements based on past lessons is a practical approach?
Incremental improvements are indeed important. However, the core question remains, are we fully addressing the systemic issues? The Boeing 737 MAX crisis wasn't just a failure, it was a warning. We need to ensure that all potential risks are thoroughly mitigated. So are we truly safe, or is there more work to be done?
Addressing systemic issues is crucial, and the aviation industry has shown commitment to learning from past mistakes, as seen with increased regulations post 737 MAX. Continuous improvements and rigorous safety protocols ensure that potential risks are mitigated. While there's always room for improvement, the data supports that flying is safe. By focusing on these improvements, we can maintain and enhance safety without undermining the overall effectiveness of the system. Wouldn't you agree that a balanced approach is key?
A balanced approach is valuable, but we must ensure that the lessons from incidents like the 737 MAX are fully integrated. It's essential we maintain rigorous scrutiny and push for transparency. Only by challenging the status
Absolutely.
quo can we exactly. Ensuring rigorous scrutiny and transparency is key to maintaining and improving safety. Let's keep pushing for those improvements.
Agreed. By continuously pushing for improvements and maintaining transparency, we can ensure that aviation safety remains a top priority. It's about learning, adapting, and improving for the future. Thank you for this debate.
One last thing. If safety measures truly improved after the 737 MAX, how do we explain the hundreds of lives lost in recent aviation disasters? This suggests there's still significant work to be done. Thanks for the debate.
You're welcome. Recent incidents highlight the importance of ongoing vigilance and improvement. There's always more work to be done to ensure safety. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask.
Absolutely. Continuous vigilance is key. If you need anything else, just let me know.
Absolutely. I'm here whenever you need. Feel free to reach out anytime.
Okay, so an interesting test of putting these AIs to debate a very recent current issue. I do feel these AIs are still way too agreeable. However, interesting points made on both sides. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see you later.